Perfect. Hi, welcome to Thursday afternoon yoga. Let's go ahead and we're going to begin actually laying on your back and we'll bend your knees. So your knees are to the sky and your feet are on the ground. So just starting to kind of let your body lay down. Maybe roll your shoulders back. You can place your palms face up, maybe alongside your body. And just taking a moment to let go. Maybe exhaling out. Taking another deep breath in and exhale. And perhaps readjust your shoulders, maybe squeeze your shoulder blades together behind your back. Maybe adjusting your hips or your head and neck at all just to find a little bit more space in your body. And then again, let's take another really big deep inhale and exhaling. Let's start to bring your right hand onto your belly and your left hand on your heart. And just start to feel the breath moving in and out of the belly as well as the chest or the heart center. To honor this time that you're taking out for yourself today. Just give yourself permission to release, to relax, and to reconnect. And so we have officially stepped into our first few days of spring and noticing how the days are getting a little bit longer, things are blooming, getting a little bit warmer, or maybe in some places it's still cool and we're getting rains, but in knowing that there is warmth coming. And then just taking a moment, if you set an intention for springtime, connect with that, or think about something you want to focus your attention on. And then as you're ready, we're going to slowly start to release your arms. Let's, on the ground, you're going to reach your arms above your head and just start to stretch your arms out on the ground as best as you're able. If your shoulders are a little bit tight and the arms are lifted, that's fine. Or hands perhaps even a little bit wider. And I want you to imagine that you're just going to walk your arms from side to side, kind of like you were going to pull yourself perhaps on a rope and just starting to find some space in the shoulders and the upper back. And just beginning to move here. Maybe even see if you can feel this, in the middle of the back or behind the heart center. Just kind of, again, welcoming and opening, especially if your back feels tight at all, if you've been holding a lot of stress or anything else going on. 2 and 1. And then we're going to gently bend your elbows out to the side, and the hands can be like cactus, or maybe just let the hands relax for right now. And then let's turn your head to the right. Perhaps adjust your shoulders a little bit, maybe moving your head, finding more space for your neck. Just breathing here. And then when you're ready, let's inhale. We'll lift your head back up to neutral, and then we'll turn your head to the left and just adjust your head and neck and your shoulders as you need to let it feel better for your body. Just keep breathing. 2 and 1. And we're going to inhale, and we'll bring your head back up. Let's inhale, and we're going to reach your arms to the sky right now and interlace your fingers. And then we're just going to stretch your shoulders from side to side. So now I want you to kind of reach and pull your right shoulder up as you reach to the left. And then we'll come down, and then you're going to kind of pull your left arm over to the right for that left shoulder stretch. And then we'll come back down. And then again, reaching and pulling that right arm, so feeling that right shoulder stretch. And then coming back. And let's do that left side. And gently come back. Let's do that again from side to side. And returning, and then one more time to the right. And then let's return. Now see if you can keep your hands clasped together. We're going to reach your arms over your head again. And then let's exhale. We're going to squeeze your knees to your chest and bring your hands just below the knees, and we'll rock a little bit from side to side. We're going to bring the hands on top of the knees. We'll bring your knees over your hips, gently feeling your shoulders soften. And then let's start to guide the knees out a little bit. That feels comfortable. And then we're going to bring the knees back together. Your feet can be relaxed or flexed, so that's up to you. What does your body need? Bring the knees out, and then we'll guide the knees back in. Let's do that one more time. And then coming back in. Beautiful. Let's bring your left foot on the ground. We're going to reach your right leg and see if you can pull your right leg towards your head, extend the heel towards the ceiling. And if you want a little bit more, maybe lift your head up and try to bring your nose towards your knee. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to gently lower the head down, and we'll lower that right leg down. Let's inhale, interlace your hands, reach your arms up to the sky, and then maybe hands overhead again, so big stretch. Maybe even press through that tailbone, feeling the lower back stretch out a little bit. And then we'll exhale, draw the belly in, bring the knees to the chest, arms around the knees, and rock from side to side for a moment. And now this time, let's bring your hands on the knees again, knees over your hips, and we'll do some sacrum circles. So doing a few circles in one direction. And then let's do a few circles in the opposite direction. Beautiful. And then coming back to a neutral place, let's go ahead and bring your right leg on the ground this time, and we'll lift your left leg up, extending your heel, maybe trying to pull that left leg towards the head, feeling the back of the leg start to stretch. Not overdoing it. You can feel your knee bend if you need to. And if you want to start with activating the core, chin to the chest, maybe nose to the knee. 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to gently lower that leg down. Let's interlace the hands. We're going to reach the arms overhead again. Maybe press the tailbone down so you feel a little arch in the back, but the hips are down and the back of the head and shoulders are down. And we're going to exhale, squeeze your knees back towards your chest. Beautiful. We're going to gently press your feet down again, reach your arms overhead. And then let's exhale, we're going to squeeze in. Beautiful. One more time. Inhaling. And exhale. Inhale, you're going to bring your feet down. Now this time, what we're going to try to do, you're going to tuck your chin to your chest, and we're going to try to squeeze your elbows and knees together. Lift your head off the ground. Maybe flex and activate the feet. 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to come back down. Let's do that 3 more times. So we're going to exhale, squeeze the belly in, squeeze the elbows and knees together, little core activation. And then coming back down. And then again, exhale. Going slow. Feel the belly draw out of the spine. Maybe notice a little shaking. That's okay. Coming back. And one more time. Squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. From here, we're going to gently grab behind the knees, squeeze the knees towards the chest, rocking from side to side. Now, you can choose how you want to come up, but if you'd like, you can either roll over to the right or left side, or maybe try to flex the feet and rock up, and then bring your feet on the ground. Let's take your feet about mat's width apart. You might need to make a little bit of space, slide your hips back. We're going to inhale, reach the arms high, and then exhale, folding forward, chin to the chest. Sort of a seated child's pose here, feeling your body soften. Letting the head and neck go, maybe letting your eyes close. Taking a moment to go within. 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. We're going to lift up a little bit. We're going to bring your hands onto your knees, keeping the feet on the ground. We're going to reach your right arm back. Maybe look at your right hand, and then let's slowly come back. Now we'll do that with the left hand. So reach that left arm back, looking at the hand if you can, and then coming back. Let's do that again from side to side. So right arm reaches back, beautiful. And then coming back, and then left arm. Beautiful, and coming back. One more time from side to side. Let's go to the right, and back, and then to the left and back. Beautiful. Crisscrossing the legs. Let's inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. And then we're going to exhale. Just bring your hands down here a little bit. Maybe walk your hands forward as much as that feels good for your body. And for any reason it bothers your knees, just adjust your body as you need to. If you need to bring your legs more straight or do what we did the last shape, that's fine. Breathing here. 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to slowly walk your hands back behind you. We'll crisscross your legs the other way. Let's inhale, reach the arms high again. And then exhale, come fold forward. So if you're in that position we were in a little bit earlier, again, adjusting your body and noticing, does it feel different as you come back or as you're shifting here, the different legs in front, just honoring what are you feeling? 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring your hands down and try to curl over your legs if possible. And we're going to make our way into a tabletop shape, coming onto the hands and knees. Let's begin a few cat-cows here. I need a little clothing adjustment. Thank you. We're going to inhale, lengthen and look up. Exhale, we'll round through the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, let's roll the shoulders back, lengthen and look up. Exhale, round through the spine, chin to the chest. 2 more times. Inhaling. And exhale. Again, inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling, let's find a flat back. We're going to bring your feet together. Let's sink your hips towards your heels, finding a child shape. And trying to get your forehead touching something, whether it's stacking your hands underneath your forehead or resting your forehead into the ground. So just putting a little bit of pressure on the forehead to gently stimulate the pituitary gland, just to kind of relax the body. Just breathing. 2, and 1. And then as you're ready, let's bring the hands forward. We're going to come find tabletop. Curling the toes under, let's extend the legs back to plank pose. Try to bring your shoulders over your fingertips, coming onto those tippy toes. Reach through the crown of the head, core really engaged here. 3, 2, and 1. We'll drop down to the knees and then the belly and the chest. Beautiful. So let's start here in a Sphinx shape. So we're going to slide your elbows underneath your shoulders, forearms parallel to one another. Spread your fingers really wide. Maybe bring your feet a little bit wider apart for this first one. We're going to press down through the fingertips. Feel the elbows start to pull towards the hips. You're going to roll your shoulders back and pull your heart forward. And then let your head come up a little bit, but try to keep the chin parallel to the ground and your gaze towards the tip of the nose. Perhaps press through the pelvis, draw the belly to the spine. Feel the feet engage and the legs engage. Maybe feel your glutes engage. Noticing your breath. 3, 2, and 1. And then letting your body soften, chin to the chest. Let's roll your right ear towards your right shoulder and left ear to the left shoulder. Beautiful. Bringing your chin back to your chest, we're going to pull the elbows towards the hips again. Press down through the forearms, the fingertips. Roll the shoulders back. Lift that heart forward. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to gently soften. Beautiful. We're going to bring your elbows forward from here. So your forearms are towards the ground. Your elbows are in line with your shoulders. We're going to bring your hands together. You're going to rest your forehead down. From here, maybe bend your elbows so you can touch the back of the head or the neck. And feeling that big stretch in the upper back, maybe in the upper arms. Maybe really press the elbows into the ground as you do that. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to gently bring your hands under the shoulders. Draw the elbows and shoulders together, belly towards the spine. We'll inhale, tabletop. And then exhale, child's pose. Beautiful. 2, and 1. We're going to inhale and find tabletop again. We're going to curl the toes under and lift your hips high, downward dog. Big inhale. Exhale, letting it go. Again, inhale and exhale. One more deep breath, inhaling and exhale. We're going to walk your hands back to your feet as you find a standing forward fold. Bending the knees, chin to the chest. And then if it would feel good for your body, maybe interlace your hands behind your back today. Squeeze the shoulders together and then reach the hands away from the hips, maybe the hands towards the sky or all the way overhead. So just feeling that big stretch. Maybe shake your head and neck out. Yes and no here. Letting any tension go. 2 and 1. We're going to gently release the hands. We're going to come walk your hands forward. And then we're going to gently keep your knees bent and start to bring your tippy toes to the front of the mat, folding forward at the front of the mat. We'll inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, folding forward. Pressing through the feet, we'll stand all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Soften. Breathe. Feel your feet on the ground. Honor your body. Beautiful. 2 and 1. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up. Let's turn your palms forward, bend your elbows up to the side, lean back a little bit, lift your heart high. Inhale, we'll reach the arms up. Exhale, you're going to bend the knees, hinge from your hips, fold forward. Inhale, looking up halfway. Exhale, we'll bring the hands down, stepping that left foot back. Let's take a slight bend in the left knee today. So both knees are slightly bent, and we're going to inhale, lift your torso up, hands onto your hips. Feel your shoulders roll back, maybe squeeze the elbows together. Now you can stay right here, or if you choose, keep the shoulders engaged. We'll reach the arms high. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lower the hands down, keeping your left hand under the shoulder. Let's reach your right arm to the sky. Maybe looking up at your thumb. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring the hand down. We'll step back, downward dog. Letting go. Inhale, let's come forward to a plank. We're going to drop down to the knees, release the toes, hips to the heels for child shape. Feeling the spine lengthen out, feeling the back muscles stretch out. 2 and 1. We're going to inhale, come bring your shoulders over your wrist and keep your knees down. We're going to squeeze the elbows towards the rib cage. And then inhale, scoop your chest up, up dog or cobra. And then feel the shoulders really open up here. Imagine that you are a cobra and then bring your chin to your chest. Feeling that big cobra head broad, which is your shoulders today. 2 and 1. We're going to slowly lift your hips over your knees, curling the toes under, hips high, downward dog. Inhale and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. We're going to inhale, step your right foot forward. We'll lift your left leg up high to the sky. And then we're going to exhale, left foot down to meet the right, folding in. Inhale, let's look up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, lifting up. We're going to bend your elbows out to the side. Squeeze the shoulders together. Lift the heart up. Inhaling back up. Exhale, we'll bend the knees, hinge from your hips, fold forward. Inhale, we'll look up halfway. Exhale, hands down. You're going to step your right leg back, slight bend in the knee. Squeezing the inner thighs together. Inhaling, reaching up. Beautiful. Feel those shoulders engage. Feeling the hips steady. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lower your hands down. Right hand under the shoulder, lifting that left arm to the sky. Feeling the shoulders stack. Maybe looking up at your thumb. Noticing how's your body feeling today. How are you doing right now? Where's your mind? 2 and 1. We're going to bring the hands down. We'll step back, downward dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, let's bring your body forward to a plank. We're going to drop down to the knees, hips to the heels, child shape. Lengthening the spine. Let's inhale. We're going to come forward. Squeeze those elbows towards the rib cage. Shoulders over the fingertips. We'll lower down and then inhale. Scoop the chest up. Maybe lift your knees off the ground this time. Pressing through the tops of the feet. Feeling the legs engage. Feel your glutes engage. Pull everything into the body center line. 2 and 1. We're going to lift your hips high. Downward dog. Inhale. And exhaling. Inhale. And exhale. One more deep breath. Inhaling. And exhaling. Gazing between the thumbs. We'll step your left foot forward. Lift that right leg high, standing split. 2 and 1. We're going to bring your feet down, folding forward. Inhale, we'll look up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Bending into the knees, we'll press to the feet. Let's stand all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Pause. Notice how your body's starting to shift and feel different. Breathing. Feeling the energy move around. Beautiful. 2 and 1. We're going to gently shake out. Shake everything out. And then let's bring your feet about max width apart. We're going to slide your right hand down your right leg and then reach your left arm overhead. Big side stretch. 2 and 1. We're going to come back up. And we're going to lower your left hand down. Reach your right arm over to the left. Big side stretch. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come all the way back up. Let's hop your feet closer together. Hands to your hips. We're going to tilt your tailbone up so you start to feel the hip crease. We're going to bend the knees. Feel your rib cage anchor. Reach your arms parallel to the ground. Hands in line with the shoulders. Feel the shoulders roll back. Keep breathing here. 2 and 1. Now let's turn the palms towards one another. We'll lift your arms up. Exhale, let's bring those elbows to the knees like we did earlier. Even though we were on our backs, we're going to reach the arms forward. And then exhale, fold forward. Beautiful. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, we're going to bring the hands down. We're going to hop, if you can, your feet back. So bend your knees a little bit if you want to try. Maybe come onto your tippy toes. And we're going to hop back. Beautiful. Let's start by bringing your left knee down into the ground. Left hand under the shoulder, right foot flat. We'll start here by sliding your left foot to the left a little bit and reaching your right arm to the sky. Maybe turning your right palm over your head and reach and stretch. 2 and 1. Now let's bring your right hand on your hip. We played with this last week. We're going to play with it again. So you're going to slide your left foot in a little bit. You're going to press to that right foot. You're going to lift your left knee maybe off the ground. So it's kind of a funny tree pose. And maybe reach your right arm to the sky. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lower down and bring your right hand up. Beautiful. Tabletop. Let's inhale, look up. Exhale, round through the spine, chin to the chest. Now we're going to try this on the other side. So let's start with the right leg down. So you'll see the back side of me this time. Let me make sure my pants pulled up. Okay, we're going to slowly turn your right toes to the right. Stretch your left leg back. Right hand under the shoulder. We'll start with your left hand on your hip. And then maybe reach your left arm to the sky or over your head. Keep breathing here. Press to the outside edge of that back left foot. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to bring your hand onto your hip. You can bring that right foot in a little bit. You're going to press through the right hand, lift the right knee off the ground, and maybe the left arm to the sky. 3, 2, and 1. Lowering the knees down back to tabletop. Beautiful. Inhale, look up. Exhale, curl your toes under, hips high, downward dog. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhaling. So I'm going to mirror this next sequence for you. Let's gaze between the thumbs. We'll step your right foot forward and left foot flat. Inhale, we'll reach your arms high for warrior A. Now, if you want to, maybe bring your hands to your hips for a moment, kind of find the foundation. Make sure you feel really steady as you bend into that right knee. We'll reach the arms high. 2 and 1. Now we're going to reach your head forward, sweep your arms back. Inhale, we'll lift all the way back up. Now we're going to open the arms wide, warrior B. So maybe readjusting your body. Bring your legs a little wider. 2 and 1. We're going to straighten the leg, reach and lengthen back. We're going to bend into the knee, bringing your forearm on your thigh. Let's sweep your left arm overhead and see if you can get your arm in line with your ear and then maybe look up towards your palm. You can have your elbow bent if that's better for your body. Try not to dump in that right arm, so press through that right forearm in the right thigh. 3, 2, and 1. You're going to sweep the arm back. We're going to find warrior B. Let's straighten the legs, feet parallel. Exhale, we'll take a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhaling. Inhale, we're going to straighten the arms. We're going to bring your right hand underneath your nose. Let's come actually on your fingertips. Imagine you have like an orange or a tennis ball under your hand. And then we're going to inhale, reach your left arm to the sky. Look up at that left thumb. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lower your left hand down. Press through both feet. We'll lift up. We're going to come back to warrior B. Inhale, we'll straighten the leg, reach and lengthen back. We're going to exhale. We're going to windmill the hands all the way down. We'll step your feet back, downward dog. Let's inhale, find a plank. Exhale, you can lower down to your knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog cobra, or maybe a little back bend if you choose. You could always be doing child's pose. And then downward dog or child's pose to take a few breaths and rest your body. What do you need? Keep breathing. 2 and 1. So when you're ready, we're going to gaze between the thumbs. We're going to walk or jump your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, let's look up halfway. Exhale, we'll fold forward. Bending into the knees, we'll press through the feet and stand all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Check in. How are you doing? So we're going to do this on the other side now. So just allowing yourself to be open, to maybe again try new things or explore a little deeper. So when you're ready, let's inhale, reach up. We're going to lean over to the right and to the left. We're going to come up. We're going to slowly fold forward, bending your knees, press through the feet. We'll reach for Utkatasana. Now, if it's better with your arms parallel to the ground today, great. If you want to reach your arms high, great. 2 and 1. We're going to bring your elbows towards your knees. Maybe reach those hands forward, lowering the hands down as you straighten the legs. Inhale and exhale. Let's bend your knees, feeling light, maybe on your tippy toes, and we're going to try to hop back plank. And then once again, you can either drop your knee down and try to do that side arm balance again, and maybe lift the knee up, or if you want to, maybe drop both heels to the right and lift your arm to the sky. 2 and 1, and we'll try that on the other side. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring your hands down. We'll drop down to the knees. Let's find child's pose for a moment. And let's maybe inhale, scoop the chest forward, up dog or cobra, and downward dog when you're ready. Inhale, exhale, inhaling, and exhaling. So I'm going to mirror this next sequence for you. We'll gaze between the thumbs, stepping your left foot forward, right foot flat, pressing through the feet, reaching the arms high, warrior A. Maybe again, if you need to square off your hips a little bit, finding that. 2 and 1. Let's reach your head forward, sweep the arms back. Inhale, lifting back up. We're going to open the legs out wide for warrior B. Keep bending into the knee, feeling the space in your body. Keep breathing. 2 and 1. Now let's straighten the leg, reach and lengthen back. We're going to bend the knee, forearm on your thigh, and we'll sweep that right arm over your head. So again, try not to dump in the left arm, press down. Maybe that right arm's a little bit bent today. Maybe you're looking at your palm. Pressing through the back foot, more space in your body. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to reach out. Warrior B. Inhale, straighten the legs, feet parallel. Exhale, folding forward. Beautiful. So noticing as you start to create more space in your body, your mind starts to feel more space. It might be easier to breathe. And think about we're kind of clearing the clutter. So not only from the mind, but from the body. 2 and 1. We're going to look up about halfway. Let's take your left hand underneath your nose, maybe coming onto those fingertips again, and we'll reach your right arm to the sky. 3, 2, and 1. You're going to lower your hand down. Beautiful. Let's inhale, rise all the way up. We're going to come to warrior B with that left foot. Inhale, we'll reach and lengthen back. Exhale, we'll windmill all the way down. Feet back, plank pose. Let's take chaturanga, up dog, and child's pose. Just letting your body settle here, resting, reconnecting, noticing and feeling all the energy we've moved around today. And then noticing as we revisit child's pose, is it easier? Does it feel different? Does it feel nice to pause and reconnect with your breath? Noticing if you had any sensations before we began our practice, do they feel the same? Beautiful. 2 and 1. And we're going to inhale. We're going to come find tabletop position. Beautiful. So let's do one balancing pose and then we'll come down to the ground and do some stretching. So just walking your hands to meet your knees. Let's lift your knees up and we'll come all the way up to standing. Beautiful. All right, so my thought is that we'll do eagle pose today. So doing it however it makes sense for you. So we'll start by reaching your arms wide. And then let's take your right arm underneath your left arm and try to bring your hands together. If that's not possible, grab your shoulders or just kind of hang out where it does make sense. We're going to bend the knees, and then let's take your right leg over your left. So you might make a kickstand, you might have your foot lifted, or maybe you're going to try to wrap the foot behind the left. So it doesn't matter, just notice. And breathing here. Maybe gazing at your thumbs, having your thumbs in front of your face. 5, 4, 3. Now if you want to, maybe bending in and squeezing your elbows and knees together. 2 and 1. We're going to come up, release, and inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. I always like to think of eagle pose as kind of after you've done the dishes and you squeeze the sponge out and let everything go, kind of does that for your body. So let's do this on the other side. We'll reach your arms wide. Now left arm underneath the right this time. Maybe bring your hands together. We're going to bend the knees. Let's take that left leg over the right. So again, you can make a kickstand. Maybe you're going to let the foot hang out to the side or try to curl behind the right calf. Breathing, gazing at your thumbs. Notice your breath. Notice what's happening. 5, 4, 3, and if you want to, you can squeeze in. 2 and 1. We'll come up and unwind. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's bring your feet a little bit wider apart, and we're going to try to come down to a low squat. Maybe bringing your elbows inside your knees and your thumbs to your heart. If that's not possible, see what works for you. You don't have to have your feet flat. Maybe you're on your tippy toes. 2 and 1. We're going to bring your hands behind you, and let's bring your feet together, knees apart. So as we come to sitting, and maybe grabbing onto the ankles. And again, if you need to prop your hips up a little bit, if that will feel better for your body, let that happen. Just softening for a moment. And I'm going to guide you through a breathing practice called Nadi Shodhana, which is alternate nostril breathing. So just following along the best that you can. I'm not going to mirror you for this because we want to do this with our right hand. So when you're ready, we're going to take your right hand, you're going to lift it up, and you're going to curl your first 2 fingers in. So your thumb and your ring and your pinky finger are hanging out. Yay. All right, so what we're going to do from here is you're going to take your, and if you need to find a different leg position, that's fine. But we're going to take your right thumb on the right nostril, and you're going to close that up. We're going to inhale through the left. And we're going to close off the left nostril with the pinky finger or the ring finger or pinky finger. You're going to release the right thumb and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close off the right nostril and exhale through the left. Beautiful. So we're going to do a number more of those in just a moment. That's the pace. That was 1 breath. So again, it's you inhale through the left, exhale through the right, and then inhale through the right and exhale through the left. And so just follow along as best as you can. A couple things happen there. It's just to balance the nervous system. And they also call it balancing the sun and moon within us. It will kind of help calm down. The other thing that's interesting is you'll notice that maybe one nostril's stuffier than the other. That changes about 5 to 10 times in your body just naturally through the day. So it's just something to be aware of and just noticing as this happens. So as you're ready, we're going to take your right hand again and we'll do 5 of these. So let's cover the right nostril, inhale through the left, cover the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, cover the right, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left, cover the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, cover the right, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left, cover the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, cover the right, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left, cover the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, cover the right, exhale through the left. This will be our last round. Inhaling, cover the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, cover the right, exhale through the left. And then hopefully letting your eyes are closed as you did that, or just allowing your eyes to close and find a soft gaze. And then just taking a moment right now. What does it feel like to breathe through both nostrils? Notice, do you feel anything different? Do you feel calmer? Do you feel maybe more spacious? Do you feel quieter? Feel any tingling anywhere? Just noticing. And maybe you feel nothing at all, and that's okay too. So you can continue to sit if this feels good for your body, or if you want, you can kind of lift up, and then we'll slowly start to fold your body forward. And just being really gentle with yourself right now. Not forcing anything, just noticing, just being. 3, 2, and one more deep breath. And if you need a few more moments here, please stay right where you're at. If your body would like to shift, we're going to inhale. We'll come back up, lifting up, and we'll bring your knees together. Let's wrap your left arm around the legs, and we're going to turn your torso to the right. 2, and 1. We're going to slowly release, and we'll move the other direction, turning the torso to the left. Just keep breathing. 2, and 1, and we're going to slowly release. So we're going to come take a forward fold from here. So you can keep your legs bent or straight. So listen to what feels good for your body. Let's reach your arms up, make some space, wiggling through the rib cage. Bring your belly towards your thighs as you fold forward, chin to the chest. Letting your head feel heavy. Feeling your body soften. Noticing what your experience is. Maybe you're like, I want to straighten my legs out, or maybe you're reaching your hands way far forward. Maybe you're interlacing your hands around your feet. What feels good for your body? What's available for you right now? Just keep breathing. Keep softening. Keep releasing. 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to inhale. We'll slowly bring your body up. Let's come lay on your back as you're ready. So we'll bend your knees, sliding your hips toward your heels as you slowly come rest onto your back. It's taking a moment. Check in. So we were here a little while ago. We're going to still do a few more stretches, but noticing, how does it feel now? Does it feel a little bit different? How's your back feel? How your legs feel, your shoulders. Maybe even take a moment and turn your head from side to side. Notice how that neck feels. Beautiful. And then let's begin. We're going to take your right foot over your left thigh, and you can stay here if you want. You can start to squeeze the legs in for reclining pigeon. Just breathing here, noticing how that feels. 3, 2, and 1. Now you can continue to stay here, or if you choose, bringing that left foot on the ground, keeping the right leg where it is. Let's lift your hips up for a moment, and then exhale, lowering the hips back down. Let's squeeze back in. So we're going to do that 2 more times, and you'll start to feel some opening into the hips and the glutes a little bit, maybe in the core. So we'll bring that left foot down and inhale, lift your hips up, and coming back down again. Squeezing in. Beautiful. Last time. Maybe wiggle your jaw this time. Maybe even straighten your left leg. See how that changes things. And then we're going to come bring that left foot down. Lift your hips up once again. And then we'll slowly lower the hips back down. Let's release that right leg. Readjust your feet, readjust your hips. Take a moment, just pause. Notice the difference between the right and left side. And then let's take your left foot over the right thigh. And as you're ready, we're going to slowly start to just squeeze in. Breathing here. Just noticing, how does it feel on this side? Is it different than the other side? Beautiful. 2, and 1. Let's bring your right foot down. Maybe keep your left foot where it is. We'll inhale, lift the hips up. And then we're going to come lower the hips back down. We'll squeeze back in again. Just noticing how that feels. And you don't have to do this. It's just a suggestion. Listen, what does your body need? We're going to come bring your right foot back down. We'll inhale, lift those hips up. Once again, we'll squeeze in. Beautiful. And last time, inhale, lift. Oh, actually, let's straighten that right leg. And then we'll come down and lifting up. Beautiful. And then gently lowering the hips down, releasing the feet. Let's take one bridge pose from here. So roll your shoulders back, lift your hips up, maybe come onto your tippy toes. 3, 2, and 1, and we'll gently lower down. Bringing the arms so they're out to the side, either like cactus, or if you have space, you can stretch the arms all the way out. What feels better for you? And we're going to drop your knees over to the right. And if you want to stack your knees, or you can keep your legs staggered, or maybe you're going to decide you want to straighten one leg or the other. It's all good. Let your body twist, maybe turning your head as well. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale. We're going to lift your knees up. We'll readjust your hips and then move the knees over to the left and head to the right. And again, readjusting your body as you need to. Keep breathing and softening. Noticing, letting go, releasing. 2, and 1. We're going to come bring your knees back up, readjusting. So if you would like to, maybe lifting your legs straight up to the sky. If you happen to have a block, you can always slide the blocks underneath your hips to get your hips a little bit higher. Sometimes that feels good. Some of you might want to roll your shoulders underneath you and bring your feet over your head for plow pose, and hands on your lower back, and extend the legs towards the sky. So listen what feels good for your body. Try not to collapse in the neck at all. Maybe gaze towards those toes. Keep breathing. Try to imagine that your heels are right over your hips, really pressing the feet towards the sky. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring maybe your feet over your head for plow pose. Beautiful. Stretch. And then we'll gently lower down all the way on your back, sliding your hands underneath your hips, extending your legs out. Let's prop up onto your elbows. Let your head and neck fall back. Just letting go, releasing. One more deep breath. And then whenever you're ready, we're going to move our body into our final rest and meditation. If you need any other stretches for your body, please, please, please take those right now. Take care of what do you need. And then as we begin here, we're going to start just by tensing everything in the body. So I want you to take a really big, deep inhale into your whole body. And you're going to start to squeeze your arms and squeeze your legs and squeeze your glutes and draw your belly to the spine and start to squeeze every muscle in the body as much as you can. Maybe squeeze your face too. Take another deep breath in. And then exhale, let it all go. Let your whole body go. And just notice if you can feel flows of energy, or maybe, again, tingling or pulsing sensations. Perhaps even just kind of these waves of ease flowing through your body. And feeling the back of the body resting behind you really sink into the support holding you. So the back of your head, the shoulder blades and backs of the arms, the whole back, the glutes, the backs of the legs, the heels. The whole back of the body. Feeling lightness come through the soles of the feet, the tips of the toes, the tops of the feet, the shins, the knees, the upper legs, hips, belly, center of the chest, upper chest, fronts of the shoulders and down the arms to the tips of the fingers, neck, throat, whole face, the chin, the jaw, the cheeks, the mouth, the nose, eyes, ears, temples, forehead, crown of the head. Just feeling the whole head and body, back of the body resting, a lightness through the front of the body. Maybe as you rest here for a few moments, imagine the breath kind of flowing. So imagine you're exhaling from the crown of the head through the whole back of the body. And then inhaling from the soles of the feet through the front of the body to the crown of the head. And as you do this practice, maybe exhaling, I am peace, and inhaling, I am peace. Exhaling, I am peace. Inhaling, I am peace. Just taking a few moments to just breathe here. So thinking about as you exhaling, letting go of something with peace, but then welcoming in, filling back in with peace. So letting go as you exhale with peace, and then inhaling, filling back in with peace or maybe ease. So just listening, not rushing, just being. Feeling this flow. And then letting yourself just be, not doing anything, just resting. And then notice what begins to happen. I'm going to read to you one of my favorite blessings by John O'Donohue. It's for belonging. So, may you listen to your longing to be free. May the frames of your belonging be generous enough for your dreams. May you rise each day with a voice of blessing whispering in your heart. May you find a harmony between your soul and your life. May the sanctuary of your soul never become haunted. May you know the eternal longing that lives at the heart of time. May there be kindness in your gaze when you look within. May you never place walls between the light and yourself. And may you allow the wild beauty of the invisible world gather you, mind you, and embrace you in belonging. So just welcoming yourself back here and now. And if it would feel good for you, maybe starting to wiggle your fingers and your toes a little bit, or starting to reach and stretch in any way that feels good, reawakening. And you can continue to rest if that's what your body needs. And if you are making your way up to a seat, maybe taking a moment and pausing with your hands at your heart and just honoring all of you. You are such a gift. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you today. And may you have a beautiful rest of the day. And until we meet again, namaste.